I'm Irene from Suwanee location, and we had our location for 2 years.
I'm Andreas from Northlake in Northeast Atlanta, and we opened last year.
I am Cayla from the Riverdale location, and we have been open for 9 months.
I was looking for an opportunity to be my own boss and have my own company, and was not smart enough to have my own idea. So I was looking for a franchise, and after a lot of research, I just didn't find anything that kind of talked to me until I met Success on the Spectrum, and that was love at first sight. In my previous job, I was a COO in a staffing company, and before that, I'd been working in mining, technology, different industries, always in the operations and financial realm. But I didn't know what ABA stood for. But I do have a godson that's in the spectrum, and that was my connection.
Before opening an SOS, I worked in the ABA field. I've been in the ABA field for about 4 years now. I started as an RBT, and I am also a BCBA.
Before I started Success on the Spectrum, I was a full-time realtor. I did not have any background of ABA. I always had a heart for kids. Once I got involved in it, I saw the changes that the kids had immediately. So it was the perfect opportunity for me.
For me, to find a business where we are helping kids some way that I did not understand at the time, I had no clue what ABA was, but that would give the parents their lives back. And then I went over the numbers, went over my due diligence. I was a really great business.
And so because I'm in the field, I knew how life-changing ABA therapy is for children and their families. I wanted to create an environment where we can put the things that these other companies are lacking. We can make, create the best ABA clinic out there. And so researching, and I came across SOS, and it's been an amazing journey.
I found out that I wanted a business where I was actually doing something positive, which the other options that I found, the Starbucks or the Subways, didn't really feel me emotionally or spiritually.
The franchise has been very supportive. A meeting can be scheduled for 30 minutes and we definitely go over. Especially when I first started billing, Nicole and I sat on the Google Meets for at least 2 hours and still didn't finish everything. But we just figured it out. And what she didn't know, we just figured it out together because every state is different as far as Medicaid and everything. So, but she figured it out. They always, if they don't know the answer in the moment, they're gonna figure it out and get you the answer.
At SOS, you can submit a ticket or you have to schedule an appointment with them. But now they've created a Google chat where it's just really geared towards our own clinic. So if I just ask a question and whoever's available at the time would almost immediately give me an answer. Because some of these things are emergency and they might not be able to pick up, but there is always someone answering and giving us a feedback, or if it's any kind of technology issue or any HR issues, they're always there for us.
And we also have through Gmail, we have the connection to all the other CEOs, to all the other office managers, and all the other BCBAs. So you just pop the question right there, who has this experience?
Yeah.
And there's always someone that does. I get the questions asked all the time with other people replying, so it's pretty cool.
Andreas was a lifesaver because when we needed someone who had more experience, he was so supportive and he allowed his BCBA to come and correct a lot of things for us. So it was a tremendous help for us. If we grew even more in Georgia, we would be even more relying on each other and helping each other out. I think it's a great opportunity.
But it also helps because we're not competition. It's like a family, and there's such a need out here. If one clinic can only have 24 kids, it's a need. Even if you open it right on the street, it's still a need. It's a huge need.
Every time I speak with a parent, where do you live? Are you close to Suwanee? Are you close to Riverdale? And give them their information to give them. So we are actually helping each other, trying to feed each other's roster of kids, because not one center has the availability for kids. Everybody has a wait list.
I don't think we would have grown as fast as we did if we were not a part of the franchise. I think the name, the similar branding that all the SOSs have, I think that's been useful.
I didn't know what it was, but just the spectrum told me this is about autism. And this is what brought me into talking to them and learning more about everything else. So by itself, that's a very strong brand because the name is very, very communicative.
We love our staff, we love our children, we love the families that are here. Absolutely no regrets.
Even though our initial training is 2 weeks, they have continuing support as training once a month or even bi-weekly. We can always schedule something to meet with any support that we need.
They really push you into achieving the goals that you need to achieve, even though they might not have been initially in your radar, but they have to. So yeah, the training is ongoing and it's strong and it's interesting.
But as far as like the business, we were like, what do we do? That was one of the reasons that we chose to be a part of a franchise and look into a franchise so that they could provide us the support that we really, really needed and help us with like the billing aspect of things, just opening a business license. Like you didn't even think you need that type of stuff. And we wouldn't have known had we not been a part of the franchise.
I think the most difficult part of this job is that I am not a BCBA, so managing people have been very, very difficult. I'm a very independent person, so I am on the go all the time, but that wasn't the case for me because I had to rely on other people. So I'm learning a lot how to be a CEO and still growing. But again, without SOS support, I will not be here.
I think I probably would have still opened up my own ABA clinic, not this fast. I don't think it would have happened this fast or this soon. So the support or being a part of a franchise was definitely worth it.
And when we first initially started, it was whatever they told me to do, I did. Whatever the BCBA told me to do, I did. But now I know what's right and what's best for our company.
And you know what was a lot of fun was actually I met with a lot of other CEOs in the CEO get together, and there was so much that we had to learn from each other. It was hilarious.
I'm most excited about the growth. Every time I come into the clinic, some kid is meeting some new milestone. You know, a family is just so excited about the progress. Just building relationships with the staff, the families, and just watching like us grow in like all aspects.
You meet these kids you've never seen before. After a little time, they are part of the family and you know them all by name and you are very invested in their development and you see your techs getting very invested in their development as well. So it's a work of love and it's really, really cool, and it's good to see eventually you're like going down a sinking ship, but then it just starts working and you're going to work to a playground in a way. So how much fun is that?
I agree. I definitely, lots of days I'm like, can't believe like this is my job. Like this is the work I do. I get to do this every single day. And I definitely think it's because the people that we have surrounded ourselves with, the team that we have tried to build, it doesn't feel like work. I mean, even through the stress, it is still, most days I enjoy.
Sometimes I'm changing diapers and I also think I cannot believe this is my job, but mostly it's in a very positive way.
I think what gets me most excited is when the parents are so excited and they just really compliment because they see the changes in their kid almost immediately. I think that's the most like rewarding thing and feel like I've accomplished something with our great PCBAs and techs. The work we do is really quality. So that's really what gets me excited about this job.
If you love kids and you want to be your own boss and you want to love where you're working, absolutely go for it.
It takes a lot of passion to do this.
Yes.
You're gonna be on the floor with kids. You're gonna have to do things that you didn't expect.
And this is not a make money quick type of field. It's like you will see the money, but in the long run, it's not something you open one day and now you're just magically rich. It's not, it's like that. It is a progression. And I know and we've definitely seen that it's like all worth the process, but it definitely is a process. You definitely have to have the passion because that will get you through the tough moments.
Opening SOS has changed my life. It's become my life, right? It's been absolutely worth it, and it's my family's journey now.
Opening the SOS is really worth it for me. It was hard in the beginning, but with the support and the growth that we had, it's very, very worth it.
Yes, opening an SOS was absolutely worth it for us.